maybe like 1 or 2 lines in the whole movie. Like, why? Like, they could have used her for so many things. And then same thing with Ben Kingsley. He was like a really good actor in so many other movies, and then, you know, they didn't really use him to the full potential. He could have been, you know, the Pharaoh, the original Pharaoh, or you know, one of the bigger parts. He did have a sort of big part, but they didn't really use it to the fullest. Oh, and the baby, geez, the Ramses' little kid after he died from the plagues, like, they used this rubber thing that was supposed to be like the dead baby, and it was obvious, like, for so many seconds of them showing it, that it was a rubber baby, and I can't believe they put it in a $140 million movie like that. That was kind of stupid. And at least in the Cecil B. DeMille version, they, you know, had the sense to, like, cover up the baby or just show it was like a really still boy that told him not to move, so he really looked like a real person, because he was, instead of a rubber baby. So that was stupid. And then the baby didn't even look like the parents. Like, it looked like a Hispanic baby or like a Latin or Spanish baby. And then you know, Ramses was blue-eyed and his mom was Indian. So I didn't understand that whole casting of the baby. Whoever did the casting in the movie needs to be fired, because it was really bad the whole time. And I've heard, like, other people say the same thing. So this movie, I know, was supposed to be, like, originally like 4 hours or something before they cut it, and then it went down to like 2 hours and 20 minutes. I mean, to me, I kind of like longer movies like this because you get more of the story, but I didn't really feel like it dragged like some people did. But I think they cut out a lot of the important stuff, like, you know, explaining things. Like, they didn't even show the part where Moses, you know, gave Ramses the ultimatum, like, oh, you need to let my people go, or else all these bad things have happened, and list them off. But they just had them happen, and then have some guy kind of explain why they might have happened, not because of, you know, Christian Bale's, you know, God made them happen. But it was just disappointing in that part. So they had me up until he got exiled, and then after that, it kind of went downhill, especially with him going, Christian Bale going up to the sacred mountain and finding God, but they portrayed it as if he had hallucinated the whole thing, because he got hit in the head with a rock, and all of a sudden he saw this burning bush and a little kid talking to him, and it was like, really? Like, you know, could they put a little respect towards the story of the real Bible story and say, okay, yeah, he went up there and he found the bush. Not that he found it because he got hit in the head and had his concussion. He imagined the whole thing. And then same thing when he came down from the mountain. He didn't have that glowing, you know, aura that he was supposed to have. His wife was like nursing him, and he looked like he had pneumonia instead. And it sounded like he had, you know, hallucinated the whole thing when he was talking to his wife about it. And his wife didn't even believe him. She's the whole reason that he learned about God, I guess, or because she was like, yeah, that's our God, so don't go up the mountain. But she didn't even believe him, so it was kind of stupid for that part. And then she ended up being like Penelope Cruz, like, twin, and I don't think, you know, they have Latin American people in, you know, that area of the world during Hebrew times, so I don't see why they cast someone who had a Latin American accent to play his wife that they found in the mountains, which is stupid to me. So, what else? Yeah, and on the whole, the battle scenes and stuff were okay. The whole plagues and stuff, I mean, those were okay, except for the last one where the, you know, the whole firstborn of every Hebrew, or every firstborn of Egypt would die or whatever. Like, the original Cecil B. DeMille movie even had like cool special effects for the 50s, where they had like that green smoke like creeping on the ground. Somehow they did with like liquid nitrogen or something. But this movie, all they did was put a shadow on the whole city, and all of a sudden, like, everybody died. I was like, really? That's for $140 million. That's all they could do for, you know, killing the firstborn of every Egyptian. So That was kind of underwhelming. But yeah, and then the timing was weird too, because I think the brother of Moses was kind of peeking out, you know, while they were fleeing from Egypt, and they were like, oh, the Pharaoh and his soldiers are kind of far back. They're like 4 days behind us. And all of a sudden, like the next 10 minutes, you see him like catch up and about to kill them all. So that didn't make any sense either, but I'm sure that was like an editing thing. What else? Oh, another casting thing that kind of annoyed me. Okay, so you can't just put makeup on people, like really heavy eye makeup, and then make them into Egyptian. They kind of actually kind of have to look maybe a little bit like it. Like there was a guy in there towards the end that he really, I'm pretty sure he was Hispanic, and they just put eyeliner on him and like made him one of the soldiers to like help Ramses, which kind of like made me laugh because, you know, you can't just put like eyeliner on dark people or brown people of any kind of nationality and just turn them into Egyptians. They kind of have to look more like it, you know, with the features and stuff. But whatever, that was just my observation and annoyance. But so overall, I give this movie a B-, just because it's more fluff and special effects than actual like story, and you don't really have a connection to the characters. I mean, Christian Bale's a good actor, but I just felt like he was cast to get people to watch the movie. But you know, the dialogue and the character building wasn't there at all. So you can still watch it and make up your own mind, but that was my opinion of this movie, and I hope you post any comments or information or facts that you want to add to this after you see the movie, or if you haven't seen the movie, or if you have any questions. Sorry about the spoilers. Please subscribe to my channel for different things like you know, about sci-fi stuff or movies, and I also do cooking and other random things. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and stay tuned for more movie reviews. Thank you. Bye. Oh, and give it a thumbs up and share this, please. Thank you.